Welcome back to another Triple Hound video. As part of our ongoing series of interviews with some of the top voice actors in gaming, we're talking today with Fred Tatasciore, best known lately for playing Soldier 76 in the smash hit Overwatch. Like our previous interviews, this has been made possible through GalaxyCon's series of virtual conventions and panel discussions featuring stars of animation, science fiction, and gaming. In addition to Soldier 76, our guest today has also been the voice behind the animated and video game versions of almost every big, strong superhero and supervillain in the Marvel and DC universes, including the Incredible Hulk, Juggernaut, Bane, and Solomon Grundy, among many others. But Fred Tatasciore has been featured in many other games as well, including the God of War series, where he's been a number of the mythical gods and characters over the years, the Destiny games, where he's been the exotic arms dealer Xur, the Gears of War games, where he has played Damon Baird, the Assassin's Creed games, where he's been Mario Auditore, Titanfall 2, where he plays Ty Lastimosa, the Mass Effect games, where he's been Saren Arterius, the StarCraft universe, where he plays Zeratul, and the Skylanders games, where he's been Slam Bam, Snapshot, and many others. With all that in mind, let's get into our interview with Fred Tatasciore.
Hey!
Hi, Seth.
Hey, thanks for chatting with me.
Thanks for showing up. Nice to meet you.
So I've got a lot of cool questions. At least I think they're cool. So you play one of the biggest and strongest heroes and villains there are. Who do you think would win in a battle royal between the Hulk, Bane, Juggernaut, and Solomon Grundy?
I have to say, in all reality, I would say a Hulk would win. He is the strongest there is. Just because he's just got this crazy Teflon skin and he has this tremendous energy. I mean, Grundy is. They would all be tough fights, though. Grundy just is dead already, and as a different. He's a force to be reckoned with. But he can be subdued. Bane too, super powered and has mad skills. I just think, unless I could see Bane creating and doing something where Hulk could get disabled for a minute, or something, because Bane's got a lot of skills. But again, and been super powered depending on what storyline you're going on. But he's still. I don't know if he could do that. And then what was the other one? Juggernaut? Again, the power of that helmet. Kane Marco's amazing. He's a force to be reckoned with. But again, I just feel that, and I'm not being biased because I love all the characters. I'm just saying I think he would knock him down eventually. I think that would be a tough fight, but they would do
tough fight.
Yeah.
So some of your characters are known for really deeply growling, screaming, and roaring. Do you have any throat care customs that keep your voice in a void or raw throat?
Oh boy, do I ever, Seth. It's like my whole mantra. I have a whole I could write a manifesto on it. And Bloom and I we've written a lot of stuff about it. Okay, generally throat coats. Okay, there's different things. It's like stunts. You got to warm up and you got to warm down afterward. That's a big thing. Two things: rest, hydration, gargling with salt water sometimes. But rest is really important. Shutting up for 10 hours if you can. And I don't mean just being quiet. Sleep. The actual sidereal, the breathing restores your voice, not just being quiet. Because even if you're quiet, you're still got influences on you. Entertainer's Secret is good. Singer Saving Grace they're different sprays. I use this thing called Nimjom Pepakoa. There is no American name for it. It's a Chinese honey loquat syrup that's quite good. Throat coat, slippery elm tea, that kind of stuff. There's a bunch of different things. I would say, did I lose you? Oh, there you are. Well, you cut out for a second. Sorry. What was the other one? So those are the medicines you can use. And then just being careful. It's like, again, it's stunts. For voice acting, it's stunts. So you have to be aware of what you're capable of doing in a session. and video games and film are really hard. I mean, I've passed out doing the Hulk, doing these yells. And so you have to really be careful of yourself and like how you're using, breath support on your throat. So those are.
I got one last one I want to sneak in.
Oh no, anything you want, anytime you want.
A lot of tough guys. What would you say is the least tough guy thing about you in real life?
That I'm a big softie. I am a non-hater. Like I honest to God, I can be tough and I can be, for me though, what people don't realize is I always play these horribly scary beings is I'm actually a big softie inside. I really am. I don't like the witch hunts even for people we hate, like I'm just like, look, there, but by the grace of God, go. A lot of people don't know, I mean, yeah. I won't shy away from anything aggressive, but I honest to God, I wish everyone well.
Right.
I'm kind of big softie. He's ridiculous.
So the very last one, what's a character you haven't played but think you'd have a lot of fun voicing?
The Joker. I've always been interested in. I just think what I love about the Joker is that there's so much open. It's open to we never really got a good backstory on him because it's all lies. And every and I loved everyone's representation of him. I really do. And that's the other thing too. It's like I sometimes feel like, well, you had Heath Ledger. Like why would you do it? Like I don't know what I would try to bring, to the table. Some other element. But everyone, Mark has done it. All my friends, have done it so well that it's like what, but I that would be a fun thing. And then there are other voices I've always loved, like and I always thank you. I every now and then I get to play Darth Vader. That's a big one. That's another one people ask is who would win, Godzilla, Vader, or Hulk? That comes up. And I say with Godzilla, Hulk they become friends,
Yeah. And you got Megatron. There's a lot of guys that that could be in that fight.
Yeah, become friends. But so that would be fun. There's always Seth, there's always characters you want to get into doing more. I'd love to explore different ranges, because one of the blessings in this job is you do get typecast like, oh, you're the guy who does all the big scary stuff, and sometimes it's fun to like go against your type, It's very good. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Hey, it's Seth. It's really wonderful to meet you. And those were awesome questions.
Well, thanks.
Are you a journalist or do you write?
There was a time in my life I was a journalist. I'm not anymore.
Okay. I can tell. Those would be great questions on any panel. I'm not kidding.
No, I appreciate it. No, I had a lot of fun. Thank you.
Wonderful, Seth. Take care.
You too.
See you. And I'm on Instagram and all that stuff. So, come.
I'll find you. Thank you.
Okay. Take care, buddy. See you.
You too.